Hi, my name is Ivona Cetinić. I use satellites to study invisible creatures in the ocean at NASA. I use satellite called PACE and look at its data to tell me something about health of the ocean, specifically what do teeny tiny creatures called phytoplankton do in the ocean and for the ocean. Phytoplankton is important because they do three things for us. They produce oxygen that we breathe, they feed the oceanic food web, and they also control the flow of the carbon from the atmosphere into the ocean. When I was in elementary school, I was really lucky because my elementary school offered many different ways for me to explore this scientific drive. So I had astronomy in middle school, and even in elementary school we did some programming and things. Being an oceanographer, that takes me on these amazing trips where you are in these research vessels for months at a time, studying the ocean, doing beautiful things, but you're also far away from your family. And that was always a challenge for me, especially became a challenge when I became a mom. I think I felt it much more than my son did, but there was always a thing where you go away for a month or 2 months at a time doing really cool science and kind of helping to make this world a better place, but then on the other side you're leaving your family. Those are usually the biggest challenges for me. I was once on a research cruise in Pacific. It was a crazy research cruise because it happened in the middle of winter, and being on Pacific in winter, it's very bumpy, it's terrible and stuff, but one thing that we figured out is that there was this teeny tiny phytoplankton that we kept seeing all the time and looked like somebody's doing yoga with hands up in the air and spread legs. And we called it yoga chitosaurus. That's a type of phytoplankton. It turns out that that's actually a new species of phytoplankton, that it hasn't been described before. So that was really exciting, finding a new type of phytoplankton in the middle of really, really stormy Pacific. Maybe that's the reason why nobody's seen it before, because nobody was adventurous enough to go there in the middle of the winter. I really like nature. I like hiking, I like diving, I like sailing, lots of things in the ocean. I really truly believe that our brain is going to grow if we give it lots of different exposures. So I'm a musician. I play drums in a band. And I think that's really important, and that's something that I had since I was a kid, trying to nurture my scientific side, but also my music side, because it makes your imagination grow and makes you a better scientist. One cool thing about working at NASA and working with the PACE team that I'm working is I'm just one of the teeny tiny clogs, and just by working together we make the magic happen. And that magic is called PACE. So I'm really happy and honored every day to be working with amazing people from PACE.